So good evening everybody and welcome back to F1 here on FTRL. It is day 2 of action from the Spanish Grand Prix, which means of course it's time for the Div 2 racers to hit the track. And we have a very different format for you tonight, starting off with a one-shot qualifying before our standard 50% race, followed by a reverse grid 25% race, so double the racing action tonight. So no messing around, let's get straight into the thick of the action. Qualifying is about to commence and it's a one shot then, so no mistakes. Who's going to start the main race on pole position? Let's find out, and away we go. And we'll go on board with, who do we want to go on board with this week? Let's pick, well, let's see who's going well at the minute. Dylan's on the run down towards turn 1 first. Squad Dylan. Here he is, the legend, into turn 1 in first, but plummeting down the order down to 13th, 14th. As Barcelona now hits the front. The order changing all the time. Barcelona from Aaron, from Daft Chip, Alex Pixie in there as well. Lemmy now coming to the fore as well. The order changing corner by corner. Barcelona currently the man to beat, but Aaron Trucker hot on his heels in the Alfa Romeos. Both the Alfa Romeos going well, both the Williams up there as well. Now the Aston Martin's into 5th and 6th. Evil Chris now making a charge. Oh, he's had a moment, has he? Oh, Evil Chris has had a big drama somewhere, down to 19th. It's a shame for the Aston Martin, man. And suddenly Michael Vien is now in the mix in the Ferrari. But then he drops down Lemmy back into the mix. Here comes Michael. He's changing corner by corner. Barcelona's still the man in front, though. Lemmy now challenging again. Catamese is hanging around as well. Into the final flip-flop chicane we go. Lemmy versus Barcelona. But it looks like those track laps he got in last night are going to come up dividends. Barcelona's going to take pole position as he does, by just over a tenth of a second. Lemmy second, Michael is third, Aaron fourth, that Chip is fifth, Alex Pixie sixth, Diego is seventh ahead of Catamese. Scuba Steve in 8th then. So here we go, dramatic changing all the time, but this man was pretty much at the front the whole way. Of course, did some laps in the Div 1 race last night, appreciated him stepping in. And he takes pole. It's this all Swedish front row then, with Lemmy in second. Michael Vien starts third with Aaron Trucker fourth. Daft Chip is fifth. Alex Pixie will start sixth ahead of Diego, and Catamese all has row 4. Scuba Steve and Matman round out the top 10. And then we've got Brutus Beer, then the reigning champ down in P11. Bossman is P12. Jonesy starts 13th. Callum is 14th, Dylan up in P15, will qualify from him. Skirms is 16th, Zero Tau 17th, and then the 3 drivers who were disqualified, Iceman, Sione and Evil Chris, have a lot of work to do from the back of the grid. However, they've got 33 laps in which to get themselves to the fore. And then of course, another race afterwards as well, so plenty of race action tonight from FTRL. So thank you already to those in the chat, good evening. And we'll get to you in a second. There's to post a link on the Twitter. So last night we saw a rather dominant performance from Crims in Div 1. Drove away from the field. A late safety car pulled the back together again, but he was still able to just cruise away at the end there, holding off Tico and Dutch, who held off a resilient attempt from Lynx to try and snatch that final step on the podium, go wheel to wheel into turn 1 and 2. Dutch prevailing in that battle though. Some interesting battles along the way. Are we going to see more of the same tonight? Fingers crossed. The drivers then getting ready. And leading us away then in qualifying is the Williams, last week's winner. So we started the season at Imola, and this man was top of the pile. Barcelona, who managed his tyres absolutely superbly. Indeed, no pressure like a one-shot quali. But most of the cream of the crop there, probably only a couple of drivers out of position, but we'll go through them anyway. Barcelona on pole then from Lemmy, who missed the race last week. He's back with us this week. Of course, won last season at Saudi Arabia, I believe it was. He won in his first start as well. In fact, denied his fellow countrymen on the final couple of laps. A great drive from him. Michael Vien, who had a strong start to his season last week, starts P3 again, right at the sharp end, just ahead of Aaron Trucker, who seems to get on really well tonight. And Callum and Dylan have come together on the formation lap. So there'll be some angst in that party at the minute then. And then solid qualifier from him. He starts P4. His teammate directly behind him, Daft Chip, up in P5. And we've got Alex Pixie P6 then. So those three know each other very well. And they are all together on track. Diego then filling in for Katz, who is in Copenhagen this week. He starts P7, just ahead of his Has teammate, Katamise, who's always exciting to watch. We'll keep an eye on him off the start. Scuba Steve, good qualifier from him in the top 10 in P9. And Matman rounding out the top 10. Three tyre choice then to the remainder of the grid, starting with the reigning champ Brutus in P11. He's starting on the medium tyres. Bossman starts P12. He's on the soft tyre. What a race he was having last week until it all went wrong. He was on for a podium. Had no penalties. And then a crash at Aqua Minerali ended his race prematurely, unfortunately. He'll be hoping to see the flag this time. Jonesy starts P13. He's filling in for Chubbs tonight, who's having some wheel issues. Callum and Dylan 14th and 15th. And Skirms in 16th. Zero Tau is 17th. And then the three drivers who had issues in qualifying. Nexus Iceman starts 18th on the medium tyres. Sione, who is filling in for Zombie, is 19th. And Evil Chris bringing up the rear. Those three at the back also on the medium tyre. That then is your grid. Let's get some predictions in the chat, please. Who do we think is going to win this one? The first race, anyway, of the evening. Barcelona had a solid performance last night in Div 1. And we're going to see more of the same from him. Then we've got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. The revs go up. And the Spanish Grand Prix is go. And it's a good start from Lemmy. He's going to draw alongside. And he's got ahead of Barcelona already. So Lemmy into the lead on the run down to turn 1. Aaron Trucker tucking into his slipstream. Trying to get ahead of Barcelona as well. He's got the inside for one. Barcelona's going to try and swoop around the outside. They touch and Aaron goes around in front of the pack. Oh, it's all gone wrong already for Aaron. After that great qualifying, he's all the way down to P20 at turn 1. Oh, disaster. Lemmy survived. Did Michael get wing damage in that? Because the Alfa Romeo was spinning directly in front of him. So Alex Pixie's up to 3rd. He's had a great start. Let's see if Michael's got any wing damage. It looks like he's going a little bit slowly at the minute. Let's see if he's got both his end plates. The end plates are still there. That Chip and Alex Pixie have got ahead then. So what a start from Alex Pixie. He's up 3 already. Big move is Evil Chris. He's up 8 in P12. Michael Ben seems to be struggling a little bit here. I think he must have got some light wing damage. He's now being overtaken by Katamise. He's up 3 places as well. Scuba Steve going past Diego for P7. They're side by side. Oh, big switch off onto the grass. That's a massive twitch. And now Bossman buying into this. They slam off the side of each other. Both get away with it for now. Scuba Steve gets the place. Bossman, I'm trying to go around the outside. I'll give him the inside for the next corner and gets the move done. Great move from Bossman. Does Michael be in pit? He does. He has got damage, unfortunately, for Michael. So he couldn't avoid the spinning Alfa Romeo. It's a shame for Michael. So 2 of the drivers in qualifying, the top 5 are already in strife. Matman into the pits as well. He's had some drama on the first lap. Jonesy as well. So the other Ferrari has had some trouble. Jan Aaron, in fact, is carried on. So he looks like he's got away with that one. But what has that done to the race then? Well, it's divided the two Swedes from the rest of the pack already. There's a 2.7 second gap between Barcelona in 2nd and his teammate Alex Pixie in 3rd. So they then drop down through turn 5. And Lemmy then is leading the race and got a brilliant start on the dirty side of the track. Yellow flag sector 2. Who is that? Somebody dropping down the order. Didn't see who it was. Oh, it might have been Dylan. Yeah, it is Dylan. He's had a drama somewhere. The top 2 then starting to pull away. Now this corner, couple of corners here proved a little bit tricky last night. There's an accident here. We saw Yogi have a spectacular accident then that brought out that safety car at the exit there of turn 12. Lemmy and Boss, they're both getting through there okay though. Alex Pixie leading the rest of the field. Oh, Dylan's had some more drama at turn 7. Lemmy, you can see, trying to break the slipstream, look, weaving down the straight. Trying to not give Bossler too much slipstream though. So onto lap 3, which means the DRS is now enabled, and old Josie's had a drama as well by the look of it. Further back, changes for position into the pits comes Diego, so he must have got some damage as well. He's now into the pits. After in 4th and a 2nd back to Cat. Scuba Steve in hot pursuit. Then comes Bossman, Brutus Beers up to 8, so he's made up some places. Evil Chris has already made up 11 places from 20th on the grid. He's now 9th on lap 3, so he's had a really good opening couple of laps. Meanwhile, next is Iceman attacking Callum down the inside. Oh, Callum didn't see him. Sees him now. Iceman sweeps around the outside though. Turn 5 and position gained. Great move from Iceman. Another one coming through from the back of the grid. Sioni's up to 12th from, where does he start? 18th? No, he was 19th, wasn't he? So he's up 7 places as well. Some big movers. Aaron then recovering. He's up to 13th. Starting to fight back, but oh, what a shame for him after qualified so well. Trying to get ahead of Barcelona to 1. There just wasn't quite the room on the inside. They touched, and the car on the inside, unfortunately, is the one to go around. And we've got Zero Town 14th. He's on a new wheel tonight, so he said he apologises for being more shit than normal. But still going well up in P14. Good job from him. Michael Bien after his pit stop now, trying to fight back. He's 15th. Macman is 16th. Diego, having pitted, is 17th. And we've got Dylan in 18th as he rounds turn 9. Skirms is 19th. He's had a drama somewhere. And then Jonesy recovering after his opening lap pits, and he's already been caught by the leader, so Jonesy on real threat of going a lap down here. Nexus Iceman, meanwhile, has just passed Evil Chris for 9th, so Nexus Iceman's the man on the move. He's up to 9th. Demotes Evil Chris one. Let's have a look at this battle here. This is the 4-car train now. Alex Pixie, Daft Catamise and Scuba Steve in a 4-car train. Just a few little packs opening up. Behind this we've got Brutus, Bossman together, then Iceman, Evil Chris together. Callum trying to hang on. He's got Aaron and Sioni right behind him. Yellow flag sector 2. Who is that? That is, oh, I think it's Diego. It is. Diego's had a spin at turn 2. He's on his way again, unfortunately, but down the back, yellow flag still there, but he's on his way, so shouldn't be a trauma now. Then up front, then down the start finish straight we go. Barcelona sets the fastest lap as he starts to close in. But Daft Chip is now right on the back of Alex as they come out of the final corner. The DRS is open. This should be a formality, you feel. With him being so close further back, Scuba Steve on Catamise as well. Yep, easy as you like. So Daft Chip up 1, Scuba Steve up 1. Brutus Beer giving chase. He's put a bit of a gap into Bossman now, so he's not under immediate pressure. Iceman and Evil Chris still flying forward. Callum hanging on to the coattails as well, doing a really good job. Very impressed with his improvement since last season. It's really kicked on, and Aaron Trucker and Sioni tucked in behind them. Just trying to make that a 5-way gap. Yellow flag. And it's Skirms, by the look of it. He's had a drama, has he? Yeah, he's on his way again though. Oh, and Diego's got no front wing. Oh, and Josie's hit the wall hard at 9. On the track, is that going to be? It's VSC. He's on the track though, full safety car. Yeah, full safety car deployed. So Jonesy has hit the wall there coming out of turn 9. Probably lost on the outside curb into the wall hard. And unfortunately the Ferrari's race is done. On lap 5, into the pits comes Diego. Now, I imagine these front guys will pit here. Yeah, Lemmy is in. Barcelona pits as well. All these guys on the soft tyres, I imagine, will take this opportunity to pit. Daft Chip pits. Yeah, in comes Alex. Scuba's in. Cat pits. Brutus will go through because he's on the medium tyres. Exactly what teammate needs. It is indeed. That'll help Michael out immensely then. So Brutus then takes over at the front. Iceman comes through to P2. Lemmy is on his way out. Where is he going to come out though? Is he going to be ahead of Callum? No, he's going to be behind him. So then everybody else in the pits at the moment. Michael's going to come through. So let's see then where he ends up then. So everybody filters out of the pit lane. Is anybody else going to go into the pits? Got Zero Tower in the pits. Evil Chris is in the pits as well. But no, he's back on track. Right then, so running order then under the safety car on lap 6 after Jonesy has just crashed out. Brutus Beer then has assumed the lead of the race, having not made his pit stop yet. He is followed by Nexus Iceman, who also has not yet pitted, and Callan LC. Those three started on the medium tyres. Then Lemmy has got into P4 and ahead of Sioni, who has split Lemmy and Barcelona. So Barcelona, who was on Lemmy's tail, has now got a car in between himself and his rival for this win. Now those, well, Lemmy and Barcelona have pit. Sioni is still on the medium tyre he started on. So he has still got to make a pit stop, so he won't be there forever. Barcelona do though. Well, Barcelona want to clear him as quickly as he can do. You don't want to have too many cars in between him and his rival for this win. However, he's now got the pack right on his tail again, starting with Daft Chip. Scuba Steve is 8th. Alex Pixie's down to 9th. Now, I wonder if he had to stack slightly, because Barcelona wasn't a million miles ahead of him. And I was wondering if the pit crew weren't quite ready for the second stop. So he's lost a couple of places. Maybe just the one. He's lost out to Daft Chip, I think, there. Not Daft Chip, sorry, Scuba Steve. Katamise has booked the trend, and he's onto the hard tyre, so Cat can now get to the end. So we shall see whether or not that proves to be an inspired choice. If there's more safety cars, which I hate to say it, there may well be. That might not be the best move, but we shall see. If it goes clear to the end of the race, I don't know if all these medium tyre runners will be able to get to the end, but we shall see. We shall see, because there was a safety car fairly early last night, or VSC fairly early last night. Oh, Daft Chip has spun off at turn 2. Under the safety car, what's happened? Oh, he's lagged out the session. Oh, no, it's all gone wrong for Daft Chip. I wonder what happened there. So Daft Chip has lagged out the session. Hopefully he should be able to get back in. I'm just going to send him another invite, so do bear with me. You should have a couple anyway, but not quite sure what's happened there. But yeah, Daft Chip is out of the session. He's back in the session, so he should be back in his car in a second. But that has realised that's ruined his race as well. So both the Alfa Romeos who qualified so well are now down the back and have work to do. Right, so that's promoted Scuba Steve up to P7. Alex Pixie's now P8. Katamise is 9th. Bossman into the top 10. I was saying Katamise has gone for the hard tyre. Everybody else on the medium tyre, who's pitted. So they're going to have work to do. Michael Villa now up to P11, having had to make that stop at the end of lap 1 after picking up some damage from the spinning Alfa Romeo of Aaron Trucker. Eva Chris chose to pit under that under the safety car, surprisingly. He started on the medium tyre, so he could have gone a bit deeper, could have got track position, but of course he's back on the medium tyre, so he's going to have to stop again. So whether or not that's the right call, we shall see. He has made that call. Mapman is still on the... He pitted on lap 1, didn't he? So he's now 13th. Then Aaron, who chose to pit, got off with his soft tyres. He's now on the mediums. P14. Zeratau is 15th. He pitted under that safety car. Skirms, we saw having a drama a bit early on, but he is still on track. Daft Chip is into the pits then, so has he got some damage? When his car spun off. Let's have a look then. Dylan will go past him. He's got under the safety car, didn't he? Has he got some wing damage from whatever happened? Answer is he has indeed. Yeah, they're going for a wing change, so fresh wing going on. You would think, so this far into this game, that Codemasters have been doing it, they could get the graphic where you change the front wing, where the actual nose comes off rather than just stays there and you put it. I mean, it's such an obvious thing, and it really annoys me. One of the many things that really annoy me about this game, but there we go. Skirm's saying his foot's bad. Well, if you can hang on till the end of this race and do it in between the other one, we'll give you time to change your bandage, mate. But if it's bad, mate, let us know. You don't have to finish the race. But if it's too bad and you can't continue, please retire in the pit lane. Like, completely up to you, mate. But like I say, try not to influence other people's races if you can. No, I appreciate it's not the ideal situation. Then Diego, fortunately, having had looked like some contact on lap 1 in amongst the pack, then had a spin at turn 2, lost his front wing, and now finds himself a lap down. So it's going to be tricky for him to get back into contention here. However, safety car in this lap, so we are about to resume racing action. Yeah, appreciate that, thank God. So Brutus then will let the safety car pull away, open a bit of a gap up, and then he needs to pick his moment when to start. You can see him swooping around the outside, picking up some dirt on his tyres. You probably don't want to be all the way out there, mate. That's a very tricky final sector, so he needs to pick his gap right. You could probably do with going out of this final flip-flop chicane. That'll be the best bet. No, he's going to make him wait. He's doing something completely different. He's going to make them wait a long, long time. And Diego pits again. And away we go then. Brutus resumes racing. Starts snaking down the start-finish straight, trying to break the slipstream. They run down to turn 1. Car's flashing past that camera, what a view that is. Anybody going for a move? Sione's in the pits as well, so he's got some damage under the safety car, has he? Oh, Diego's retired, unfortunately. Yeah, and Sione's picked up some wing damage as well in there somewhere. Yellow flag sector 3. Oh, that'll be Diego's car coming down the pit lane. So then Brutus gets the jump at the start, or the restart. Exercisement and Callum all going with him. Then what's happened to Lemmy? Lemmy's lost places. He's lost places to Alex and Barcelona, and here comes Cat as well. Oh, and it spins. His teammates ran on the back behind him. Oh, evil Chris. It's all gone wrong for Aston Martin. What happened to Lemmy? He lost a couple of. He's lost out to both the Williams. Now under a threat from Michael. What's happened there? Evil Chris all the way down to P17, yellow flag sector 1. That's Diego's car still just deciding where to pull off. Michael going down the inside of Lemmy. Has Lemmy got some damage? Seems to be struggling here. He has. Oh, he's picked up some wing damage somewhere. Does all go wrong, then Barcelona now in pole position. He goes past Callum down the start-finish straight. On the run down to turn 1, and so Barcelona up to P3. Limited to pit, Scuba Steve into the pits as well. Now, were they close together? They were close together at some point. So, was there contact there? Because Scuba Steve started in about P7, didn't he? So, has there been some drama between the Aston Martin and the Red Bull? We shall find out later, no doubt. So who has benefited from all this? Now Michael's now made his way back up to P7 then, so he's very much a factor in this race again. Aaron's back up to P9, Daft Chip's back up to P10. Having pitted under that safety car again, dropped all the way to the back. He's already up to P10. So he has had a very good run here. Could have been better for him though, having lagged out and his car span off. Yes, they will, Cats. Yes, your points will be given to your team. Unfortunately, your replacement for the evening has retired, but he hopefully will be back for the sprint race later on, so there is a chance for some points for him yet. Yellow flag sector 3, who is that? That looks like Dylan has had a drama at turn 11 and the VSC deployed. Oh, he has got going again, so it should be a short one. Skirms is pitting. Another follows the race again though. Brutus still leading. Exerciseman still second. Barcelona still third. And a bit of a gap back to Callum. He's now got Alex Pixie right on his rear wing. Now Alex is in a very strong position here. Now I don't want to jinx him. I do want him to do well. So I'm not going to say any more than that. He's going well so far. Still, we are 1/3 race distance. VSC deployed after Dylan spun. He's now into the pits. So there should be a fairly short virtual safety car. And then we can resume racing. Pick up the race leader. Just keeping his tyres warm. Still waiting for the moment, and the track is clear, so any second now. Ooh, Brutus. It looked like he had a bit of a moment. There's a big bump on the inside of turn 11, and it caught a couple of people out last night, and Brutus looked like he maybe had just a little bit of a moment there. It might have just been the camera angle, but he saved it well. That is why he is a multi-time champion in FTRL. Oh no, Zeratow sped under the VSC. Away we go. Into the pits has come Callum and next Iceman then, so they decided to get off of those medium tyres. At just the wrong stage because the race has resumed. It's now Brutus leads from Barcelona. Alex Pixie going, well, clear Callum because Callum pitted. So Alex Pixie going really well. Michael Vien's made his way back up to 4th. Cat's now 5th on those hard tyres. He can get to the end. Especially so if there is another safety car, you can imagine that he would probably pit for fresh tyres though, because we've seen in the past fresh tyres are king. Aaron then splitting. Mattman's splitting the Alfa Romeos though. Well, I think Aaron's got ahead of Matt rather than Matt getting ahead of Daft Chip. But I might be wrong. Good to see Matt going well. And a great fight back from Aaron as well, having had that contact on lap 1. Evil Chris going past Bossman as Bossman had a drama. I think he's just had a spin at turn 7. On his way again then. Yeah, Evil Chris back up to 9th then after his spin. I don't know if he caught the back of his teammate or just got caught out or had a spin on his own, but race leader gets a penalty. Brutus Beer then has got a track limits penalty. Meanwhile, fastest lap of the race to Barcelona. Lemmy meanwhile has just passed Zero Tau, who's got no front wing. And I hate to say it. Oh, he's taken the Lord Radicos route. Bossman to the pits. Oh, he's only on 5 lap old meter, so I wonder if he's got some damage from that spin. Yeah, fresh wing going on. So, a number of drivers who we saw this last night in Div 1 as well. So, the bumps on this track are particularly tricky this year. He's had a drama now. Somebody had a drama in the final corner. Oh, Barcelona gets a time penalty now. So, the net race leader, Brutus, covering the inside. Barcelona looking to the outside with the DRS, not quite close enough. Further back then, Michael Vienne on Alex into the braking zone for turn 10. He's down the inside. Alex is going to try and sweep around the outside, keep the momentum up. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Michael over the curb, Alex on the grass. Couldn't quite hang on around the outside. Now Michael gets the position, and Michael has made his way back up to 3rd. There's a great recovery from Michael. Alex there just couldn't hold on. Tried to go wheel to wheel. Just ran out of track, ran out of grip on the outside. Onto the grass he goes. And Michael then trying now to run away. Alex will still have the DRS though, so he can come back at him. Meanwhile, Barcelona again closing on Brutus. Brutus covers the inside. Barcelona to the outside. Brutus gives him a squeeze. Ooh, there's a ghost car there. Jesus. Frightened the life out of me. But Brutus hangs on for now. But it's not really his fight. He knows he's got a pit still. Michael then coming through in 3rd. Alex Pixie 4th. Got a yellow flag set to 1. Oh, it's Evil Chris. Here's Evil Chris' spun at turn 2. Aaron now 5th and Katamis now 6th. So Aaron's caught and passed Katamis on those hard tyres. Not quite got them switched on yet. Those medium tyres working well. Scuba Steve setting the fastest lap of the race meanwhile. Yellow flag, who's now dropping down the order. Going to give up his Zero Tau. Yeah, he spun up turn 7. Daft Chip now closing in on Cat. Madman down in 8th. Keep up the back a little bit. Then we've got next is Iceman in 9th. Evil Chris currently P10. Having had that spin, he's on his way again though. Then we've got 2 Mercedes behind him, Callum and Skirms. 11th and 12th, and Lemmy recovering in 13th. This race just got away from him a little bit, unfortunately. Brutus Beer pits from P1 on the end of lap 15. And what tyre? Now surely from here he's going to go into the hards because he's not going to get to the end on the softs. So he has indeed. So onto the hard tyre goes Brutus. Only in 14th. Scuba Steve having just set the fastest lap right behind him. And the other Red Bull behind them in 16th. And we've got Dylan in 17th. Oh, having a drama. Good catch. Well done. And Zero Tau in the pits again. He had that spin. And he got some damage then. Next is Iceman. Then goes past Brutus. Down the start finish rate. Brutus just pitted. So he's now good to go to the end. He's in P9. So he's not made the progress he would have hoped. At the moment, Scuba Steve versus Sione. Scuba Steve down the outside with DRS, and that's a fairly routine pass. And up to P14 he goes. He's on the soft tyre, so he's not going to get to the end on those. Still got, we've got 18 laps to go in this one. Agent Panda. Good evening, Agent Panda. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Long time no see. Oh, Michael Vienne now's got a penalty as well then, so the top 2 both now carrying time penalties. Meanwhile, we've got an alpha on alpha battle. So Daft Chip has caught and passed Katamis. He's now closing in on his teammate. A pair of them trying to catch Alex Pixie. So these 3, having started 3rd, 4th and 5th, are now running 3rd, 4th and 5th. No, they didn't. They started 4th, 5th and 6th. Felt like. But they're now running 3rd, 4th and 5th. Into the pits comes Callum. Skirms goes past his teammate who's in the pits. So everybody's just a bit spread out at the minute. The Iceman and Brutus are still battling, so Brutus having just pitted. Looks like Iceman's on fairly fresh mediums though, so you would expect him to pull away. Tyre advantage. Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, and Aaron's had a drama. Oh, it's turn 7 again. And there's no front wing on that Alfa Romeo. And a VSC again deployed. So it just nullifies the front. Oh, nullifies the race as a whole. Oh, Matman has gone wide. He's had to give that place back, that's why. So Matman has to drop in behind Aaron Truckett, which is not ideal. Oh, and Michael's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, Michael. Michael, no. No, Michael. No, Michael, no! That's so not right. Top 2 in the pits. There's Michael serving his drive-through. Is he going for fresh tyres? He's getting fresh tyres. That was a good call. Fresh medium's going on, so he'll be on fresh tyres, but he's going to have to take another pit stop for a drive-through penalty. I'm gutted for him. Gutted. He was in a really strong position there, having had that contact on lap 1. Please tell me that's not another drive-through. That must be the same message, surely. Please tell me that's the same message. If he's got 2 drive-through penalties, I'm going to be fuming. Alex Pixie leads the race now then, having not pitted under the VSC. Half Chip is second, Cat is third, and Cat now, potentially, well, he's going to be... He's still in a strong position, and there'll be a field with Barcelona. He's probably got the pace to catch him from behind. Although Barcelona's on the hard tyre, interestingly. I thought he might go to the yellow flag sector 1. Who is that? That is Scuba Steve, has gone round at turn 2. Go around turn 12 with what was the lead battle. Barcelona and Michael both pitting now. Michael will probably peel off it. Serve his drive through as quick as he can. Barcelona. Oh, did Barcelona get one as well? Coming out of the pit lane. I thought I saw 2 messages pop up, but surely not. Surely not. They're both going to trundle through. I think they are. Has he got another drive-through? Surely not. I think he has. I think Michael's got 2 drive-through penalties. How would oh, I'm livid. I'm livid for him. That is absolutely criminal. He's still got drive-through by his name. He's got another drive-through penalty. That is absolutely criminal. So Barcelona got one as well. They came out of the pits together. Under the VSC, they both got pinged for speeding. Michael got one on the way in as well. And that means he's got 2 drive. That is absolutely criminal. Codemasters, not impressed. So, well, that's really shook this order up now then. So, Alex Pixie leads from Daft Chip. Catamise is in a strong position here because he will be able to get to the end on those tyres. The question is, can Daft Chip and Alex Pixie get to the end on their medium tyres? Oh, Daft Chip's having a draw over the curve there. Oh, Scurbs has gone. At turn 7, it's claimed another victim, and this one's terminal. And another VSC. Now, will that change to a full safety car based on where it is? Matman pits. It looks like just a VSC again. Considering the position of the car, who's coming around? We've got the 2 Red Bulls. Let's go see what's happened. If we can. Red Bulls go through. There is the Mercedes at the side of the track. So, yeah, that's probably fair. VSC. Matman and Lemmy pit. I think Lemmy's going to go onto the mediums here. We've got what we've got left. 15 laps to go. It's probably a little bit too far for the soft tyre, so I would imagine they'll both go onto mediums. Yet Lemmy onto the mediums. Barcelona. Matman's come out ahead of Barcelona. And Michael being right behind them. And Michael can't serve his drive-through. There's the VSC. Don't get another one, Michael, for the love of God. Lemmy on his way then. So Lemmy's now back on the medium tyres, so... Oh, Alex has got one now. The race leader has picked up a speeding penalty under the... Oh, boys. Michael attacking Barcelona. Barcelona's attacking Matman. And I've just noticed it's getting very grey. There's a mist in the air at the circuit here. I think it's still quite light though. It doesn't look like rain clouds, does it? But that's Alex Pixie's into service drive-through. Daft Chip takes over the lead of the race. Well, drive-throughs are going to decide this one. It's probably dropped Barcelona and Michael out of contention. And now Alex Pixie as well. Trundling down the pit lane, drops down to third. Nexus Iceman's coming down the pit lane now as well. So is Brutus and Evil Chris. Evil Chris is back into 6th place. He's going to be 5th in a second. So despite his dramas, he's had the biggest yo-yo race, but he's now P5. Alex Pixie is quite in P6 then. Still a big gap back to Matman as Aaron Trucker passes Michael, who's going to serve his second drive-through penalty. Oh, Michael. What is going on? No. Yeah, of course, who was it? It was Dutch, wasn't it? Dutch got disqualified a couple of seasons ago at Singapore because he couldn't serve, because there were so many VSCs and safety cars. Couldn't serve his drive-through penalty and got disqualified. The most ludicrous disqualification I've ever seen in my life so far. I'm sure somebody will find a more inventive way of doing it, but there we go. Scuba Steve pits then to get off of those soft tyres onto the mediums, so 13 laps to go. You might have even got to the end on some soft tyres from here, but yellow flag sector 2, who is that? That is, I think, Zero Tau, so yeah, nobody's changed orders, so Zero Tau's had a spin at turn 10. That man's still holding off Barcelona, doing a really good job so far. Zero Tau just got away ahead of them. Batman then doing wonders here for the top 6, helping them stay ahead of what was probably the race winner before all this kicked off. And Batman will get the benefit of DRS here. I'll help him defend from Barcelona, who's probably not close enough anyway. Although he's closing now. Barcelona got a great draft there, but he's not going to be close enough into one. Thinks better of it. Lemmy setting the fastest lap, meanwhile he's a little bit just behind these guys. There he is, he's just taken the fastest lap with an 18.7. Trying to close down an Aaron Trucker, but he's had an up and down race. And so, running order then on lap 21 of 33. We're nearly at 2/3 race distance. Daft Chip is your leader by 4.2 seconds over Katamise. The next is Iceman, who started in P18, is 3rd. Evil Chris, who started P20, is 4th. Brutus Beer started 12th, he's 5th at the minute. Alex Pixie, he's 6th, and Barcelona, pole sitter, led the race, got a drive-through penalty coming out of the pits under the VSC. Down in P7 then, but he has now got ahead of Matman, so missed that overtake, but he's now back into P7, or up to P7. What can he do then? Try to close down his teammate now, who is 9.7 seconds up the road. Matman's 8th. Aaron Trucker's had an up and down race, he had a spin, lost his wing, and qualified so well. He's fought back to P9. Lemmy's in 10th, who started on the front row but got some damage as well. Michael Vien's had 2 drive-through penalties. He's P11. Trying to fight back Sion. He's had a quiet race. Not made as much progress as the other guys who qualified down the back. P12 at the minute for him. Callum is 13th. Keeping himself out of trouble. And we've got Bossman. He's had a couple of dramas. He's 14th. Scuba Steve had the fastest lap of the race until a couple of laps ago. Until Lemmy took it off him. He's flying in 15th, and Dylan going well, P16th, and the final run at Zero Tau in 17th. Where are the battles then at the moment? This is the closest one. Evil Chris and Nexus Iceman in the final step of the podium. Looms now, we are at 2/3 race distance. Got these two Brutus in the background. There is Alex Pixie as well. That's a good point. That's a good point for Gran, yes. Yeah, the flag sector 2. Who is that? Oh, I think it's Zero Tau again. He's having an absolute mare. He's on a new wheel, to be fair, so he's learning. He's learning the hard way as well. Should be on his way again. Yeah, he's got going again. So, yeah, the flag should clear in a second. Into the pits comes Alex Pixie. Is he serving... What's he in for? He served his drive-through. What is he in the pits for? We are quite old tyres, to be fair. Maybe he's going on for the soft tyre here. No, he's going for medium tyres, interestingly. So I thought he might go for the soft there. 10 laps to go. Soft tyre should last. And a lighter fuel load. So no, gone for the medium. Lemmy goes through, so he will come back out in P10. Where go then? Evil Chris has got up to P3 then, so he's passed Nexus Iceman. So despite his eventful race, Evil Chris is now in a podium position. Now he's got 6.7 seconds to try and close on Katamis. However, their tyres are the same age, so we think that his tyres are probably past their best. Cats, although a little bit slower, should be good in terms of the lifespan. So Cat's having a quiet race by his standards, but looking very good for a podium finish at the minute. Then Daft Chip, meanwhile, leader of the race, 24.33. Now he can afford to try and manage his tyres a little bit here at this stage. We saw Crims do an excellent job of managing his tyres last night. Of course, that late safety car meant that everybody pitted for soft tyres, and we were left with a 4-lap sprint to the flag. Oh, Evil Chris has got a penalty. No, that's not going to help him in his battle for the podium. Brutus has got one a little bit further back, but Nexus Iceman is currently clean. So now Evil Chris needs to get the hammer down and try and pull that gap over 3 seconds. Still the closest battle on track at the minute. Everybody's just kind of spread out a little bit. And battling hard, Brutus Beer in the background. So I thought his race had gone a little bit awry, having had to pit when he did for the hard tyre. But let's come back to him. On for a top 5 at the moment. He's got Barcelona 11 seconds behind him now. It was back up to P6, but also on the hard tyres. Brutus managing his gap very nicely. Barcelona also has a penalty. Matman hanging on to the tail coats of Barcelona. Back 2 seconds. Now Barcelona with that track limits penalty. At the moment, Matman would jump him, but Barcelona can keep plugging away, keep pulling that gap up to 3 seconds. Yellow flag, who is that? Zero Tau again. Took a recovery drive, has got him to P8 at the moment, 1.8 seconds behind Matman. He does have a very rapid Aston Martin behind him in the form of Lemmy. And Alex and Michael staying, the gap staying about the same between those guys at the moment. So yeah, it's all just kind of staggered out a little bit. Oh, yellow flag sector 1, who is that? I think it's Dylan. Yeah, it's Dylan. He's just been passed. On the yellow flag, it's Dylan again, I think. Drama upon drama. Oh no, race leader has lagged out. The race leader has lagged out again. Right, 1 second. I just need to send him another quick invite. Hoping he's back in the session already. Just setting the fastest lap of the race. Is he back in his car already? I hope so. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, race leader. It was looking very comfortable for Daft Chip. And suddenly, the Ocean of the Connection strikes again. Not what you need for the race leader. Not what you need for the race leader at all. And Katamis is closing in all the while. Hopefully Daft Chip can get back in his car quickly. It looks as if Katamis is about to snatch the lead of this race away. And he does. I'm just hoping he's back in his car quickly and he can come back at him. So Katamis hits the front for the first time on lap 26 of 33. And Daft Chip's car's pitting. Oh, I know he's pitting his car. Evil Chris is in as well, so I think his tyres are done. Next, Iceman's going to go through. Brutus now on for a podium. is when Death Chip can get back in his car. He's got soft tyres on. Right, here he comes. Oh, he's going to be absolutely fuming. Dropping down the order. Matman goes through into P5. Death Chip's car's back on track at P6. His teammates coming through. Got Evil Chris just behind as well. Oh, he's back in his car now. Oh, Michael's now got a penalty. Right, here we go then. He's back in his car now. Evil Chris, they go wheel to wheel with him. Round 4. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who's that? It was Irito again, I think. At turn 12 this time. Well, the exit at turn 12. So, the lag has thrown this one into the lap of Casames. He now leads. As they head down through the final flip-top chicane. Well, at 27 of... Get my words out, put my teeth back in. 27 of 33. And he's managed to get nice. I haven't got the gap at the moment, so I can't see what the gap is back to Iceman, who's pitting as well. So Iceman can't get to the end. Through goes Brutus then. So Casames now leads from Brutus. Safety car. Aaron's gone. And I think he's had a crash. Michael's spun as well. At the same place, Michael's just got going. There's been a drama at turn 12 by the look of it. Aaron's in the wall and out, and Michael's had a spin. Right, here coming to the pits, and Iceman for soft tyres. Evil Chris is going to come through because he's already pitted. And we're going to have another sprint finish like we did last night. Right, Brutus and Cat obviously are further around the track, so they're going to pit when they get round. And they should be able to clear. So the safety car comes out now. Aaron has had such a great race as well. Well, he had a good start, good qualifying. He had 4 back so well, and it's ended in the wall at turn 12, which is this corner here. He maybe caught that bump on the inside there and just span off. Oh, and now Dylan's got a drive-through. Boy, stop picking up drive-through penalties, I'm begging you. Right then, so everybody's going to pit then for fresh soft tyres. Here come the leaders round. They have to pit, they can't take track position. You have to pit, boys. That's the right call, well done, well done. There is the crew, here they are. Here's the pack behind, but they're going to be, they shouldn't get through. Nice man. Taking the train round. Soft tyre goes on Cat. Soft tyre goes on Brutus. Eventually. Maybe. Medium tyre. Brutus has gone to the medium tyres. Why has Brutus gone to the medium tyres? I'm baffled by that, and I think he's going to get jumped here as well. He is. So Iceman, Evil Chris and Daft Chip all get through. To be fair, that's not worked out too badly for Daft Chip. He's recovered some of his ground at least. Right then, so let the order shuffle out. And the cars start to form up behind the safety car again. Everybody's going onto the soft tyres. Inexplicably, Brutus has gone onto the mediums, and I don't understand why. I can only think that's a mistake, or he had no soft tyres left. But he hasn't been on the soft tyres in the race, so, and having done a one-shot quali, I'm slightly confused, but he is a multi-time champion, so my bow to his superior knowledge. Right then, so everybody's filtering their way around, so let's have a look at the running order then behind the safety car again on lap 29. And we've got a sprint finish on our hands in the not too distant future, maybe 3 laps. So I think the pack's still not quite formed up yet, so safety car should go around one more time. And we've got 16 cars still in the mixer for this one then, starting with Casames, who has inherited the lead after Daft Chip lagged out. He then leads the race next as Iceman finds himself P2. He started P18. And the man in P3, Evil Chris, started 20th. However, he has a 3-second penalty to factor into his race. So he needs to try and pull a gap, as big a gap as he can do, on the drivers around him. Daft Chip, who was leading the race, would have been in pole position, but for that lag out. But he's still in P4, so at the moment he's on for a podium if he can stick onto Evil Chris's rear wing. Not let him get at least 3 seconds ahead, or better still, go and get past him and see what he can do from there. Brutus Beer, P5. On the medium tyre though, you just feel that's the wrong call. There's only 3 racing laps left. The soft tyres are going to be the way to go, surely. Surely the soft tyres are the way to go here. We shall see what he can do. Can he hang on? Barcelona suddenly back in the mixer then. P6. That drive-through penalty I thought would cost him. He's in for a podium finish here. The current championship leader, of course, he won last week. Matman going strongly in P7. Lemmy's now P8. He can attack from there. Then Alex Pixie's P9. Michael VN, who's had 2 drive-through penalties already in this one. One going into the pits, one going out of the pits. Finds himself P10. Sione is 11th. Callum is P12. Just catching the back of the pack now. Then we've got Scuba Steve in 13th. He's just coming around to the pack now. Bossman is lapped down now. He's in the middle of the pack there. He's in 14th. And we've got Dylan in 15th. And Zero Tau, who's also in the pack there. And the safety car. Right, so everybody's pretty much together now. So look for the message. Safety car in this lap. There we go. Race control. Right, let's get ready to rumble. Here we go then. Catamies will dictate the pace. He and Iceman have raced together for a long, long time. They know each other well. I like they being a party together as well. So he wants their first win of the season. Catamies won a couple of races last season. This could be Iceman's first win since he's come back. Evil Chris is there, but he's got a penalty to his name. So he needs to pull something special in the last 3 laps to make this one. Daft Chip is quick. Brutus has got a penalty as well, so has Barcelona. So Matman could inherit places here. When does the Hasman pull the trigger? The answer is now. Away he goes. Iceman's gone with him. Although Cat has got a really good jump, and the top 2 have got a really good jump overall as well. That pack has strung out big time down the further back. Oh, Bossman's in the pits already. And now sped in the pit lane as well, just to compound his misery. There's a really good restart from the front 2 then, as they start to pull away. It's Catamies versus Iceman. I'm going to say Bossman. He's got that lead over a second already. Even Chris has cleared. Callum, Daft Chip's going with him though. Here comes Brutus on those medium tyres. Barcelona's not quite there yet. And then we've got Lemmy, Matman, Alex Pixie and Michael VN all nose to tail as they come through turn 5. Sione on the back of them as well. The Sky has cleared. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, even Chris has gone round at turn 7 again. Oh, he's thrown away a possible top 4 or 5 finish. That's a big shame for him. Down to P12. It's all gone wrong at the restart for him. And that means an even bigger gap now for the front 2. Catamies has got the lead up to 1.2 seconds. Daft Chip now back onto the podium on track. Well, this will be one that got away from him. It's come out the final corner, about to start the penultimate lap of the race. And Iceman has got back within DRS range, but it will not be active until the final lap of the race. Which means that the only time he'll really get to use it is going to be down that middle straight. So they will not get it on the start-finish straight. But Iceman doesn't need it. He's closed right in there. Cat has had a poor run through turns 1 and 2, and Iceman is on him. So Cat then, what has he got in his box of tricks to hold off the Alpine? Stay with his battle for the lead. Stuff going on further back, but this is where the action is currently. Can Cat hold on for 1.5 more laps? We've got a yellow flag sector 3. Oh, Dylan's crashed at the final corner. And he would have been on for front row if he'd have not done that. He's going to be fuming. He's going to be absolutely fuming. He'd have been on the front row for the reverse grid race if he'd not done that. So at the minute, Zero Tower is going to be on pole position. That's going to be something. Bossman, Scuba Steve and Evil Chris are going to be in good places though. Here we go then, through the flip-flop chicane for the final time. Can Iceman do anything about Cat? Cat's had a really good launch though out the final chicane. On the battery, so is Iceman trying to give chase. DRS is enabled. He'll get one shot at it down that back straight. Oh, Alex Pixie's gone somewhere in the final corner as he has. Oh no, Alex Pixie's dropped down the order now as well. Iceman's closed back in again through turns 1 and 2. Can he force a mistake, force an opening, get close enough? Oh, Scuba Steve's picked up a penalty. There is no way through so far. No mistakes from Cat. Iceman applying as much pressure as he can. Closing him as a half a second behind him. He'll get the DRS down this straight. I don't think he's going to be close enough into turn 10 for a move. Pops open the wing. It's going to be a big send. He's not close enough though. Now just a few corners to go. Over that crest. Don't drop the car there. Yeah, they both get around there okay. Get a little bit wider. Out on the curb. But it's all good. Through the flip-flop chicane for the final time. Iceman closing back in again, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. It's going to be victory then for Casames in Barcelona in the feature race. The Hasman drove superbly. He gets the win from Iceman. Daft Chip will come home P3, but what might have been for him. Oh, Lemmy jumps them all. Lemmy gets third from Brutus from Barcelona. Daft Chip, did he have a penalty? Didn't even see he had a penalty. Matman gets 7th. Sione is 8th. Callum gets the 9th. Michael VN is P10. Evil Chris 11th. Scuba Steve is 12th. Alex Pixie 13th. Bossman is 14th. Zero Tau crosses the line. He will be 15th. And he will start the reverse grid race on pole position. Bossman's doing some donuts. But we've got another race yet, mate. Hurry up. It's not the time for doing donuts. You can do it after the sprint race. Get across that line. We've got another race to do. Bossman. Yeah, he's third. There we go. On your way, mate. Come on. We've got another race yet. Cooking his rear tyres. Only P14, but he will start the sprint race P2. He didn't have a penalty. What's happened there then? I bet it's because he's lagged out. He does that sometimes. So I will put him P3. That'll be P3. I'm not sure why it's done that. There should be no penalty, like you say. I didn't think he had a penalty. Next is Iceman. Understandably gets driver of the day for the sprint for the main race. Congratulations from P18 all the way up to P2. But it is victory for Casames. Iceman joining on the podium. Lemmy's on the podium, but it will be Daft Chip. I think he gets a penalty because he lagged out, because, you know, that's clearly his fault. No worries, mate. No worries. Right, here we go then, boys. So, having got that one out of the way, we get to do it all over again. Now, I think Diego is gone. So anyway, we'll go down the results. So Casames wins from Iceman. It'll be Daft Chip will be third, because he got no penalty, look. Lemmy gets 4th, Brutus will be 5th, Barcelona 6th, Matman P7, Sione P8, Callum P9, Michael VN P10, Evil Chris 11th, Scuba Steve is 12th, Alex Pixie 13th, Bossman 14th, Zero Tower, the final fisher in 15th, and Dylan, Aaron, Skirms, Diego and Jonesy were the retirements. Yes, yeah, I know, Matt, I've saw his message earlier, so we'll get through this. In fact, I'll ping him an invite now. And if you could tell him to be in the Has for tonight, mate, if that's okay. Rather than move Sione over. It's a bit of a faff. Right then, so I've got the finishing order. Time to do a reverse grid race. And so, settings, weekend structure, qualifying format, off, starting grid, custom grid, grid editor. Then so pole position it will go to, it's going to be a baptism of fire. Where is he? Zero Tau then is going to be starting on pole position as the final finisher. Congratulations to you. Bossman then will start P2. Big chance for him from there. Then it is Alex Pixie. Where is Alex Pixie? He is. He will be starting this one P3. And then we've got Scuba Steve starts P4. Evil Chris will start P5 then, so he did wonders from the back of the grid. What can he do from a fairly strong P5? Michael VN counts to right for that wrong. He'll start P6. Callum then starts P7. Then Sione. He will start P8. Macman will start P9. No, not Daft Chip. It will be Barcelona. Next up. And then Brutus Beer. Then Lemmy. And Iceman. And then Catamise. Daft Chip's in there somewhere as well, isn't it? There he is. Daft Chip will be there. And then the retirements, which were in reverse order. So Dylan, Aaron, Skirms, Jonesy and Zombie. There we go, right, that's that done. Confirm, need to change the race distance to medium. And there we go, right. Right, put the message in the chat and we are good to go. Be quick please, mate. Right then, so more racing action. Can we stop? Somebody unready. Somebody unready, please. Somebody unready. Somebody unready, 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 unready. I need people to unready. Somebody else unready. Thank you. Jesus. So Jonesy dropping out, Chubb's getting his seat back for the night. Hopefully his pedals will hold up. I do apologise. 1 second. Who's not where they're supposed to be? I think Jonesy will have to jump out the That's a nice collection of cats, man, thank you. Right, what are we doing, boys? Who's doing what? Cool. What is going on? Right, Siona's in the has. Zombie, can you jump to... Get off, cat. So we're just sorting this out in the Discord. There we go. Now Chubb's going to have his Ferrari. Once he gets in his car. This week, please, Chubbs. Right. Let me just make sure then that's the... no, don't you dare leave session, leave. Fuck off. Make sure that hasn't completely messed up my grid. Our survey says... Who's missing? Who's disappeared? Dylan, what are you doing? That was Dylan. Dylan was there. Right. Right. Right, now we're ready to go. Right, thank you, Jonesy. Appreciate you for all that you do and all that you are, and for being an excellent human being. Alright, race 2. 25% race, so what are we looking at then? 33, about half is about, what's that, 17 laps, 16 laps? So, chance then to redeem themselves, and what can Zero Dow do from pole position? It's going to be a baptism of fire. He's going to have 19 rapid drivers coming at him into turn 1. Are we going to see somebody take their first victory tonight then? Could it be Bossman's time? He's on the front row. We know he's quick. He proved it last week. He's proved it multiple times. Just hasn't had the rub of the green. So then here we go, and I'll take this little quick break to just remind you what's coming up on FTRL for the rest of the week, and the answer is absolutely nothing, because there's still no GT. We are waiting for the lobbies to close out. Hopefully it's not too long now before the GT leagues can start, so do bear with us, keep an eye on the socials. Hopefully we will be up and racing soon, so you just have to put up with more F1 action of this great standard that we've put on tonight and last night, and hopefully the odd ACC stream from some of the races as well you can enjoy. And yeah, we're trying some trial events this weekend, so hopefully soon we'll have some sort of racing action on Thursdays and Fridays again. But at the moment it's all about the F1. And here we go then. Just wetting my whistle. That's the most talking I do in a day, all this. Right. So here we go. Second warm lap of the night. 0 times, you know what he do? He does, so away he goes, and so, the reverse grid. Oh, and Zombie and Dylan have hit each other already. That's off to a flying start. Oh god. Right, 0 Towel then starts on pole position. Didn't have the best first race, what can he do from there? Bossman though, you've got to fancy him to a strong result here, starting P2. Alex, can he right the wrong with that first race? Starts P3. Scuba Steve, another one who's very quick on his day, won Baku last season, so we know he's quick. P4 for him. Evil Chris had a very eventful race. Oh, and a little bit wrong for him at the end, unfortunately. If he can keep it pointing the right way, he'll be a threat in this one, as for the man in P6, Michael Vien, who had the worst possible luck in that first race. Contact on lap 1 with a spinning car, and then 2 drive-through penalties served at either side of a VSC pit lane. Pit stop. Not best for him. Callum starts P7, then Sione is P8 in this one. Matman starts P9. Barcelona, he was probably the favourite for that one until he got a drive-through penalty as well, starts P10. Brutus starts P11. Lemmy is 12th on the grid at this time. Daft Chip starts 13th. Iceman, brilliant P2 for him in that first race. He'll start 14th, and Catamese is starting P15, having won the feature race. And the retirement, Aaron Trucker starts P16. Skirms is 17th. Zombie is 18th. He's on the grid already. It looks like he's had contact with Dylan. Chubbs starts P19. Taking over his car from Jonesy, and Dylan is on the back row of the grid. Unfortunately, looks like this thing didn't save, so I do apologise for that. Dylan, you should have been a couple of places higher. You just have to smoke him off the line. So 0 Towel then. It's an Alpha Tower on the front row, which we might expect, but it is not Brutus Beer. It's his teammate. They're starting 1st and 11th. But Red Bull could be on for a very big haul of points here, starting 2nd and 4th. Can they slingshot this? Oh, Barcelona and Brutus have now come together. So they're two going to have slightly cooler tyres. The tyres on Dylan and Zombie's car are going to be ice cold because they collided on the grid. As they make their way around, start to form up on the grid once again. Last driver is Chubbs, coming to the grid now. He slots into position. So let's see then what everybody's starting on tyre-wise. I imagine it's going to be a plethora of soft tyres at the front. A few mediums in there as well though. We've got 5 red lights. And the second part is go, go, go. And it's a good start from Bossman. Oh, Dylan's had a drama of all sorts there. The 2 Red Bulls have had a good start. Alex Pixie around the outside into 1 though. Is he going to lead? Bossman though snatches the lead back. Alex Pixie on the inside. He's on that curb. Be careful, Alex. Scuba Steve trying to sweep round as well. And away we go then. Everybody seems to be getting around. Chubb's going up and down the order. But Bossman has jumped into the lead. Scuba Steve down the inside of Alex through turn 4. Alex is going to fight back into 5 though. He's got the inside line this time. Oh, yellow flag already. Who's that? Oh, Dylan's gone. It's all wrong for Dylan already, unfortunately, at turn 4. And 0 Towels off, so having gone from 1st, he's down to 20th already. VSC already deployed. So the mixed grid has really shook up the order, then so 0 Towel gets going again, and running order is Bossman and Scuba Steve. It's a Red Bull 1-2. Alex Pixie is 3rd, Eva Chris is 4th, Michael Vien 5th, then Matman 6th, Sione is 7th, Barcelona's up to 8th, then Callum is 9th, and Brutus into 10th. Daft Chip is 11th, Skirms is 12th. He's had a good start, he's up 5 places. Aaron Trucker is 13th, then Catam is 14th, he's ahead of Iceman, who's 15th. Lemmy is 16th, Captain Chubbs is 17th, Zombie 18th, and 0 Tau, having started on pole, is all the way down to the back of the grid already. Let's have a look at the tyre situations. The Bossman, Scuba Steve, Alex and Evil Chris all on the soft tyre. And Michael being on the medium tyre. He'll be quick at the end of the race. If he can hang on with those leaders into the pits already comes Daft Chip and Catamese. Oh, they're going for the medium tyre already. And they're getting their stop done. This could be an inspired choice. Or have they got damage? Let's have a look. Here he comes. It's just tyres. What about Catamese? Yeah, again, just tyres, so they get onto the medium tyre now. It's a free pit stop for them. They're just about to resume racing, though. And thankfully, nobody got a drive-through penalty this time, so they've all learned their lessons. Well done. Ooh, Evil Chris on the attack of Alex. Evil Chris got a good restart. Oh, Alex trying to squeeze in wide, but Chris is going to go all the way on the outside. They're bump wheels. Alex trying to hang on the inside. Chris on the outside. Where's he gone? Oh, he's had a twitch. Michael Vian now trying to get to the inside into 9. Oh, that's brave. That's very brave. Oh, they touch, and around goes Michael into the wall. Oh no, it's all gone wrong for Michael again. He was the lead medium shot tire as well, so he was in with a really good shout at this one, but it's all gone wrong for Michael. It's been not his night. And the Red Bulls, meanwhile, are scampering clear at the front. Bossman and Scuba Steve, can they work together and squabble over it at the end? That'll be the best call, but is that an inspired move by Daft Chip and Casamese to pit under the VSC? Get a free pit stop. It just ended as they were on their way, Barcelona, and taking the fastest lap further back. Here comes Scuba Steve for the lead into turn 1, down the inside of Bossman, through he goes. The Red Bulls are just going to drag past each other. Imagine that. Can he get 14 laps in a pair of soft tyres? I think Mark was about to find out. That's such a shame for him there. He was in a really good position. Chip's going down a couple of places. Lemmy and he's fighting that. So that's what's going on in here. Oh, look at this pack here. Oh, round goes the Mercedes' Callum. In the middle of all that. Big train there, the Red Bulls then clear off at the front, but a second ahead of Alex Pixie, out of DRS range. She's now active. Here's Lemmy then trying to attack Chubbs. In turn, he's trying to attack Nexus Iceman. In turn, he's trying to attack Aaron Trucker, who in turn is trying to attack Skirms, who's going well in P9. Then Sioni just ahead of them. And Brutus now P9. Now Barcelona is now the lead car on the medium tyres after Michael's demise. And he's gone to the hards. So he's not gone. Scuba Steve then has got the gap over a second to his teammate, although he's got DRS, who's pulling it back in again. Evil Chris then up the inside of Alex Pixie into 1, through he goes. And that is moved up for Evil Chris, then he's up then into 3rd place. Can he right that wrong? Alex Pixie is 4th, his teammate now in 5th, so the Williams together, the Red Bulls together. Man then going well in P6, he's got Brutus tucked in behind him, then a bit of a gap back then to Sioni. On the medium tyres he's got Skirms, who's acting as a little bit of a roadblock here for Iceman, Aaron Trucker, Chubbs and Lemmy. Zombie not far behind those guys either. And Callum having just had that spin on the way again, but he's down to 15th. And you've got Daft Chip and Cat. Daft Chip's pulled quite a big gap over Cat there. I don't think I thought they were closer than that when they went into the pits, but Daft Chip's had oh, what's going on there? Oh, Aaron's got around at turn 9. Has he got away with it? I think he's lost an end plate. He has. Left end plate's gone, unfortunately, for Aaron. Oh, what a night. They promised so much after a great qualifying. Oh, now he's gone. Oh, now Skirms has gone round as well. There he's going to go against that hump at turn 12. I think he's called him out again. Happened in the first race. Up front then. Lead is now just over a second. Has he got DRS' team? I think he has. But Evil Chris is on the move. Barcelona flashes past his teammate. Over to 4th, so the Williams change places then. Barcelona going to right that wrong from race 1. He probably should have won that one if he had not got that drive-through penalty. He's made his way through to 4th at the minute. Evil Chris all over the back of Bossman, who's just resolutely hanging on to DRS range of his teammate. Scuba Steve trying to pull him along. I think Evil Chris gone a bit deep there. He's got it back though. Brutus meanwhile has cleared Mapman. So Pixie gets a penalty for track limits. The guys all in a bit of a DRS train at the moment then. Climbing up the hill then with the Has. Over that bump there, gets around it okay. However, he has now got Iceman, Chubbs and Lemmy all over the back of him. Trying to fight their way through. Change for P2. It's out the final chicane. In fact, so Evil Chris didn't even wait for the straight. He's already up into P2 then. Into the pits comes Alex Pixie. He's getting off of those soft tyres, getting onto the mediums. So is Chubbs. Pits from P8, P9. if they can try and undercut some of these guys who have stayed out. Bossman just doesn't seem to have the pace at the minute. He's now out of DRS range of Evil Chris, who is just clinging onto it from Scuba Steve at the moment. But the man to really keep your eye on is Barcelona on those medium tyres. He's going longer in the first stint. He'll be quick at the end. I think he learned his lesson from Saudi Arabia, where we had to do a restart there. And he started on the soft tyre there, went on to the mediums. Lemmy went the other way, and Lemmy caught him and passed him right at the very death. Oh, there's a bit of a twitch there though. Can I get the power out of 10 over that hill? And again, this is the car that looks like it's just trying to spit him off. But he survives. Brutus then in P5, also on the medium tyre, so he'll be quick at the end of the race on the soft tyre. When can he pull the trigger? In comes Scuba Steve. The other two, everybody else has gone around then, so Evil Chris, Bossman carrying on. Bossman trying to weave to break the slipstream from Barcelona, but it's going to be to no avail. He's too close. And Barcelona drafts past with DRS into P2. Down to third goes Bossman. Brutus then in fourth. Yellow flag further back. It's Chubbs by the look of it. Oh no, it's Michael. Oh, Michael's race has gone. He's crashed at turn 10 again, and a full safety car this time. Now, this is not what Daft Chip and Cat wanted. Oh, the Cat's in the pits again. So Cat's going to go back onto the soft tyre. Oh, Michael's night is it's just not been his night at all. He will be glad to see the back of Barcelona this week, I think. 2 drive-throughs in the main race, spin into the wall, and now a spin into retirement in the sprint race. It's just not been his night, unfortunately, so very unlucky for him. He can bounce back next week at China, hopefully. Right then, you imagine that all the soft tyre runners who haven't yet pitted, so I'm looking at Skirms, Macman, Bossman and Evil Chris will pit this time. Now, this is not what Barcelona wanted, because although you can probably get to the end on the soft tyre from here, so it's not all lost. Yeah, Chris, yeah, in he comes. What's Barcelona do? He has to pit, really. He's going to have to risk it, isn't he? Maybe he can get to the end. Brutus is in. Yeah, Brutus is in. Macman's going to peel off. He does. Lemmy will peel off here. Yes, Sione as well. In they come. Skirms will come round. Now, does he go for the glory of leading the race, or does he go into the pits, which is the sensible option? He pits. Good boy. Good choice. Right, Scuba Steve coming around then. He's just pitted. Now, where is he going to filter into this? He was the race leader. But I think Evil Chris is going to take the lead here. Scuba Steve is coming down pit lane. Where's he going to filter in? He's going to be behind his teammate, in fact. So, Scuba Steve, having been leading the race, is down to P5. So, as the order shakes out, I'll let the last couple of cars trickle out the pit lane and then see where everybody is. Alright then, running order. We're on lap 18 of 17 in the sprint race, and Evil Chris is now the race leader on the medium tyre. Behind him, though, Barcelona and Brutus Beer are on the softs. So they've got the tyre advantage, and they are right on the back of him. So this has probably happened around about a good time for them. If they can get these tyres to the end, they will be in a very strong position. Expect them to be attacking from the restart onwards. So Barcelona second, Brutus is third, Bossman is fourth. Started on the front row, and Scuba Steve, who was leading the race, pitted a lap just before the safety car came out, and it's just not helped him out, unfortunately. He's down to P5. Daft Chip's undercut idea also hasn't worked out as a result of that safety car. Only P6 for him. But he's still very much in the mixer. Alex Pixie is P7, Matman is P8, and then Sione and Lemmy on the soft tyre now. 9th and 10th. Iceman is 11th on the medium tyre. Then Captain Chubbs is 12th, also on the medium. Skirms now 13th. Zombie is 14th. Aaron Chucker 15th. Callum is 16th. Cat, who won the feature race earlier on, has pitted again. Now on the soft tyre again, but down in P17, so a lot of work to do over the remaining laps. Zero Tau, who started on pole position for the sprint race, down in P18 at the moment. But he is still plugging away. It's good to see, keeping his head down. It's all valuable track time for him with his new wheel. He'll be definitely feeling the benefit now. He knows how the cars feel a little bit more. hopefully that will help him out next week and beyond. So we're under a safety car for another lap. So Zero Town now joins the back of the pack, so this then should be the final lap behind the safety car. And oh, Skirms has crashed on the start finish straight. He's in the wall on the right hand side. What has happened there? So, a demise to Skirms, unfortunately, on the start-finish rate. However, the car has been cleared, so we should hopefully still resume racing on this lap, but unfortunately Skirms' night is run. Shame for him, he was having a solid run in this one as well. Right, so we should, in a second, see the notification. The safety car is in this lap. There it is. And we are about to resume racing then, so can Evil Chris hold off those two soft shod cars directly behind him? Oh, Michael, I'm so lucky. I'm so gutted for you, mate. I'm so gutted for you. Anyway, go again next week, mate. We'll bounce back next week. We'll get that win. I hope you like China. Anyway, right. For tonight then, the racing action is about to resume. Then Evil Chris will take over as the pace setter. When does he pull the trigger? The answer is now. He's gone. Goes early. It's a good launch. Brutus is on the back of Barcelona. He's looking really racy. The Red Bull's going racy as well. Daft Chip right in the slipstream. Brutus on Barcelona. He's gone to the inside. They're side by side. Down the start finish straight. Brutus is going to have the inside line for turn one. Can Barcelona hang over on the outside? They get away with it this time though, and he just hangs on to the position for now. Great job. Brutus their signal of intent. Wants to get it done early. He knows he has to get Barcelona early. Try and get onto the back of the Aston Martin. Get a car in between them. On lap 10 of 17 then, so 7.5 laps to go. The Red Bull's not out of this one either. Neither is Daft Chip. Alex Pixie also in the mixer still. A bit of a gap back then to Matman, who's not the best of restarts. A bit of a gap formed between him and Alex. There will be no DRS for 2 laps after a safety car, so no DRS this time. No DRS next lap either. Look at this train then, coming down then towards turn 10. Chris still leading them, but Barcelona right behind him. See how the cars twitch there over that bump. On board them with the Red Bull Scuba Steve, who's really lost out under that safety car. Pits just as it came out, just the wrong lap. Bouncing over the curb. Let's go on board with Barcelona then. He tries to hunt down the Aston Martin. Evil Chris then flying down the straight. He's closing a little bit with the slipstream. Not going to be close enough for a move into one, that he can see how much better he was on the brakes there into turn 1. Closing in at about 3/10. Oh, he's understeering badly there though. Lemmy getting a penalty a little bit further back in P10. See the dirty air really hurting Barcelona. He was right out to the curb, using all the track on both sides there. Excellent driving from him. Lemmy then goes past the, say he's had a moment. Lemmy then goes past the driver further back. Oh, and Evil Chris gets the penalty. No, he ran wide at turn 7 over the curb and has got a track limit penalty. Still no DRS then as he comes down towards turn 10. But now Evil Chris needs to pull a gap, and his chances of this victory have just become a little bit slimmer. Over the curb, over the bump. And through the right-hander. Left, right. Oh, he's caught the curb and around he goes, out of the lead. Oh no, it's all gone wrong for Evil Chris again. He's caught the curb on the inside at the final chicane and spins out of the race. And he's all the way down to 14th. Oh, it's so unlucky for Chris. So then, what can these two soft shod cars do? They've got a 1.1 second gap back to Bossman, and he's on the medium tyres, so he's just out of DRS range at the moment, but just outside of DRS, like a tenth of the second at the moment. He's yo-yoing up and down a bit. He's now back in that 1 second gap, so he's still in the mixer. Matman and Lemmy going at it. Lemmy trying to go around the outside of Matman. Matman holding the inside, and he's going to try and stay on Matman, giving him just about enough room. Some good driving there from those two. Here comes though, Lemmy's had a really good launch down the outside again. Matman's covering the inside line. Lemmy's going to try and go the long way around. He's going to cut back. Matman goes a little bit deep. Oh, brilliantly set up there, and Matman falls into that trap. And Lemmy takes P7 away. Great driving there, great battling, set that up beautifully. Matman fell into the trap, outbraked himself on the tighter line, and ran wide, and Lemmy is through. Now he's got Sione on the back of him, then Brutus. Let's go have a look at what's going on up front. Brutus now has DRS once again. Red Bull's also DRS as well. Scuba Steve on his teammates. Scuba Steve goes past his teammates, and through he goes. And so the Red Bulls, can they work together? Try and close on those front two again. They're running out of laps, and they're also dropping back a little bit there. They just don't have the same tyres. They're on the mediums, the front two are on the softs. Button there, then Brutus then within half a second of the race leader. Now we saw how much of an advantage the softs could be over the mediums, but they're both on the soft tyre up front. So Brutus is going to have to stay as close as he can. Yellow flag sector 1. Zombies had a moment at turn 2. What Brutus needs to do is to be within about half a second coming out of this final chicane, really, so he needs to have a really good launch through here. Sector 3, is that going around? Oh, and now Aaron Trucker's now got around again at turn 12. Brutus, I don't think he's going to be close enough on this lap. He'll close in. He'll be very close by the time they get to turn 1, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. Bossman doing a good job there, trying to break the slipstream. Oh, and Evil Chris has gone at the final corner. Oh, what's happened? Has he hit the pit wall? A big accident for the Aston Martin man. Oh, what a shame. He was having a really good run in this one, holding off these two soft tyre cars. Unfortunately, caught the curb a lap ago and spun out of the lead, and now a lap later, a couple of laps later, has ended up retiring completely. What a shame. You feel it's between these two for the win. Now the gap is 1.8 seconds back to Scuba Stevens. Bossman picks up another penalty. Oh, Bossman. Daft Chip then in a bit of no man's land in P5 at the minute. Lemmy behind him, closing in. Running out of laps though. He's just cleared Alex Pixie now. And we've got Sione. Let's have a look at Matman. Matman's dropped a couple of places here, so he's down to P11. Chubbs and Iceman have got ahead of him. Yellow flag sector 3, who is that? Oh, a zombie retiring in the pits, unfortunately. Fastest lap of the race then goes to Lemmy. What's going on up front? Not quite close enough. What is going on though is Iceman on Sione. Through he goes, and Katami's looking at Matman. Not this time, he wasn't quite close enough. Needs to have a bit of history, so hopefully it'll be a clean overtake if it comes. Chubbs now attacking Sione down the inside into 4. It'll be from Chubbs. Sione fights back. Looks to the inside for 5, sorry. Thought about it, thought better of it. Waits for his next opportunity. And a Cat as well, battling hard. And still in DRS range. Sione, that will help him in his defence. Callum, Allen and Zero Tau on their way still back then with the leaders. Barcelona doing a really good job. Oh, and Sione spun at turn 12. And loses that to Callum then, who goes through. Gavin Trucker's going to be right on him as well. Barcelona doing everything he needs then. He's got enough of an advantage down the straight into one that he's not under threat. The Red Bulls just nose to tails. Lemmy now goes past that chip into turn 1. There's plenty of life in those soft tyres still. And he's now into the top 5, although he does have a penalty and Datchip does not. As Aaron now gets Sioni into 1 as well, further back. Iceman Chubbs, nose to tail. Matt still holding off Casamese, doing a good job so far. However, he has no longer got DRS because the guy he was getting the DRS from has spun off. Back into the lead battle. It's as you were, but you're just not quite close enough for a move. It's just easy. If Barcelona can have a poor run out the chicane and he can have a good run, then he might have a chance into 1. But he'll only get one more chance because we've got one more lap. Just then to push through, but no, a good run through the final chicane again. Brutus on the ERS to burn the battery to get him to within range. He is closer, he's closer, he's closing. Barcelona hugging the inside. Brutus goes for a send. There was a big send. Oh, he didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. Another 100 metres of track and he might have made that. There's no such luck. Catamese gets Matt on the straight this time. So through he goes. Can Brutus find anywhere to make a move on Barcelona? He had a faintest of sniffs into 1, stuck his nose in, tried to force him wide, didn't work though. Barcelona shut the door in his face right on the apex. One more DRS straight then to go, coming up there through turn 7 and 8, up the hill then towards 9. He's gone board with the champ. He's not had a good enough run. He's closing again, but I don't think he's going to be close enough by the end of the straight. He is not. Into 10 we go. Barcelona a little bit wide of the apex there, but it's not too much of a trouble then over that bump. No dramas. Looking at the back, looking for any sort of mistake, but nothing so far then. Just 3 or 4 corners to go. Down there we go. Avoid the big sausage curbs. He's done everything perfectly in this one. He's driven superbly and makes up for it by winning the sprint race. Barcelona wins the sprint race in Barcelona. Brutus is second. Scuba Steve will get third. Great job from him. Bossman is 4th on track. And we'll hang on to it in fact. So Bossman 4th, Datchip P5, Lemmy is P6, Iceman gets P7, Alex Pixie P8, Catamese P9, Chubbs is P10, Matman P11, Callum's going to cross the line then for P12. Aaron's just going to hang on for Sioni, is he? Oh, it's close. Oh, Sioni jumps him on penalties. And having started on pole position, it is P15 for Zero Tau. His first night on his new wheel. Out of the final corner he comes, and he is the final finisher. Then retirements for Zombie, Evil Chris, Skirms, Michael and Dylan. And great job mate, well done for getting to the flag. So it was plenty of drama, feisty battle for the victory there, but it's Barcelona who gets driver of the day in that one. He is victorious in the sprint race. And having lost that points in that one, that will definitely help him as he looks to retake the championship lead. How did he end up in the first one? That P6 wasn't he? So Brutus would have pulled some points back on him. Well, I haven't looked at the standings in front of me, but let's have a quick look at the standings while we're doing that. See roughly where we are. If I can do it in my mind. So Barcelona was just ahead of Brutus, so yeah, Brutus might have been in the championship lead now. Actually, in fact, finished second last time. But the results then are as follows: Barcelona then victorious in the sprint race from Brutus. Scuba Steve, they are your podium. Bossman P4, good job from him. Daft Chip ends up P5 with Lemmy in 6th. Iceman comes through to P7 from 14th, a great job from him. Alex Pixie P8, Catamese P9 and Chubbs rounding out the top 10 with Matman 11th, Callum 12th, Sioni 13th after that late spin, Aaron 14th, he had a spin as well, and Zero Tower had a couple of dramas on his way to P15. The retirements then were Zombie, he retired in the pits, Evil Chris, who cruelly span out of the lead of the race, having clipped that curb at the final chicane. Skirms, who ended up in the wall under the safety car. All thanks Michael, who had the worst luck of all this evening, so a shame for him, but I'm sure he will bounce back next week. And Dylan, who unfortunately ended his race on the opening lap. And that is the end of the action tonight. Thank you very much for sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed our double dose of Div 2 action. Of course, the Div 1 race in this format will be run at the Belgium round a little later on in the season, as we didn't quite have the numbers for it last night. So fingers crossed they will put on an equally good show. I'm really looking forward to the reverse grid race for that one. That will be something quite spectacular. But for this evening, thank you very much to everybody who has joined us in the stream and put comments in. Always much appreciated. And if you can, like the stream if you haven't already. That also helps us out amazingly. Awesome words. That also helps us out here at FTRL, so we very much appreciate that. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, obviously. Yep, so that's the end of the action on FTRL 4 this week. We are back Tuesday and Wednesday next week with round 3 from China. Congratulations to our winners and podium sitters from tonight, and everybody who took part. You put on one hell of a show. But for this evening, from me, as my cat sneezes on my hand, that was lovely, thank you. Thank you very much, not to you, cat. Thank you very much to everybody else, apart from my cat who just sneezed on my hand, and that's gross. And yeah, we will see you next week for round 3 from China. But for this evening, goodbye, good luck, good wish, etc, etc.